Fun things to do at home with kids. Fantastic ideas for activities for kids at home, requiring little preparation. Sometimes it's just not possible to go out and enjoy the fresh air, and to tire out active and highly energetic children. But there's lots of reasons we may find ourselves stuck inside, not able to get out and play. The weather is regularly a big factor. It can turn miserable in a heartbeat, and scupper plans, or the nationwide lockdowns we are experiencing during the 2020/2021 corona pandemic. Additionally to our activities for kids at home which we list here, we've separately compiled the ultimate list of lockdown activities for your kids. So you can look up even more fun activities for kids at home to entertain them during lockdown. You will also find yourself stuck inside when your little one just isn't feeling well. And if your child is poorly, it gets really hard to explain why they have to stay inside and rest. Their attention span won't last long enough to read them a story. They'll likely need an indoor kids activity that'll keep them busy over a longer period of time. Ideally one that is relaxing but still fun. Luckily you will definitely find an activity that fit your needs within our long list of enjoyable activities. Our top 10 fun things to do with kids at home. Indoor den or cave building activity for kids. There is probably not a single child between 1 and 10 who doesn't like to build and play in dens or caves. At Toucan Box HQ, the great majority of us claim to be grown-ups, and we'd all love to while away an afternoon building a massive pillow fort. So who says dens are for kids only? Children's imaginations go wild with this activity. From planning the build, what will they use to make their den? Can they gather the materials themselves? To playing inside of it, each step is an absolute pleasure. Hopefully they'll be inspired to come up with exciting, fun-filled role play, or simply enjoy a change the scene and play with their toys, hidden away, in their cave. The easiest way to create a stable den in your house is through using a blanket or bed sheet and cover a table or some other furniture moved together. You can create quite a spacious den using 4 chairs arranged in a square with the blanket placed over the backrests. Add few cushions added into the cave and your kids will have a great time for sure. Organize a birthday party for your kid's favorite toy at your home. We really like this fun idea to do with kids at home a lot. It definitely falls into the category of things to do at home with a poorly feeling child, and requires nothing but things you already have at home. It's up to your imagination and circumstances. How big do you want this celebration to be? It could be anything from just a pretend tea party, maybe in your poorly child's bed to make sure they're resting up, to a big party with music, balloons, treats and party games. Think musical statues, pass the parcel and Simon Says. You can even think about inviting some of your childhood friends over to join in the fun. And party balloons will still give the kids endless fun even when the party is over. One tip from our side, start with a little smaller party as we are convinced that your children may ask for more parties like this afterwards. Be prepared to have a few ideas in reserve in case all the toys start piping up and saying their birthdays are coming up, too. Rice play, the ultimate kids activity for a homebound afternoon. Take a messy play tray or a washing up bowl. Fill it with any uncooked rice and pop in several things to help your kids to become rice panning experts: spoons, bowls, cups, balls, toys, anything you can think of really. The kids love it. It's like messy play without the mess. Rice is way easier to clean up than teeny tiny sand grains. So everyone wins. A housebound treasure hunt. Create a map of your home and hide small items around it. Mark each piece of hidden treasure on the map. Explain the map to your little one and offer your support for the hunting game in case they need it. If your kids are older, you can use word cards describing a place where you have hidden an item. For example, I am cold and make a bing bing noise if left open. The answer is the fridge, of course. Or possibly an emergency escape hatch. Kids love this combination of a quiz and hunt. It's hard not to get in on the fun, too. Even once they've found all the treasure, why not get them to organize their own hunt? They can draw their own map or come up with their own cryptic questions to send you on a great search. Indoor water fun activity to do with kids together. If you can stand the risk of a few water drops here and there, you can put a thick towel on the floor and place a bowl or a messy play tray filled with water on it. The kids will have endless fun while giving their toys a bath or experiencing thrillingly imaginative pirate, fishing, or swimming adventures. Baywatch-like rescue scenes actively encouraged. But we should say this again, wild water inside the home can cause a mess at best, and some damage at worst. You could use the bath or sink to mitigate it. Please don't make us responsible for a water damage in your kids' playroom. Life-size drawings, an activity that will keep you busy for hours. This is such a fun thing to do with kids at home. Stick a load of A4 sheets of paper together, or if you have a big paper roll, even better, and place it on the floor. Encourage the kids to lie down on it and outline their body with a pen. From this moment on, there is no way to stop the kids getting creative. Color in, add accessories to the figures like stickers or stamps, design clothes with old material offcuts or other things you might find in the art drawer. The kids will have lots of fun with the real-size copies, and you may have something really special to decorate their bedroom wall afterwards. Kids' Adventurous Home Gym, a great way to release some energy if you can't go out. Need an activity for the kids where they can release some energy? Transform your living room into a kids' gym and create some fun and age-appropriate sports stations. You can put a trail of paper sheets on the floor which the kids have to walk over without touching anything else but the paper. Time jumping on the spot, which can be made more difficult for older kids. Maybe they have to spin around while jumping. Finger paint animals, so much fun for kids of all ages. We came up with some fun fingerprint animals that you can read all about here. Why not try to create a full zoo of handprint and finger-painted animals? Use different body parts to create different animals. A roadway created across the house with insulation tape. Play mats are undoubtedly a fun thing for kids. They give them a great setting to get imaginative with their toys. But what if you created your own one? You could grab some tape and make roads all over the carpet. Think about how they will connect up, where they will lead to, and what sites you might need to add along the way. You could also use the same technique with the life-size art portraits and draw your own scene on a ginormous piece of paper. Talk about what amenities the newly created community might need, and what toys are going to live there. Recreate classic 90s game shows. Now we're not presuming anyone's age here, but if you've been squealing with joy at hapless contestants running through the crystal maze once again, you still get chills from thinking about Nightmare, or you struggle to not shout out, "Cuddly toy!" When you're reminded the generation game is returning, we might all be singing from the same 90s tinged hymn sheet, probably featuring the Spice Girls. Is the reason they're coming back a shameless cash grab? Possibly, but we also like to think these shows had family-friendly tasks nailed down. So let's not allow the contestants to have all the fun. Create your own games.